Hey guys, Campbell here from Breath Body Therapy, and I wanted to just quickly touch on what is a deep breath. When you're practicing the Wim Hof method, you're instructed to take 30, 40 big deep breaths. There's two different types of deep breath, okay? And the way that you take these breaths is actually really important. Too often I see us really breathing high into the chest, lots of intensity, lots of anxiety, lots of stress that's being brought into the body because I'm really working to suck in as much air as I can. This is putting the body into this really fight or flight situation. We're breathing in a way that stimulates the sympathetic nervous system. We're breathing in a way that's bringing on stress and tension in the body. And so when we get to the retention portion of the Wim Hof method, our body is in this fight or flight state, okay? And it's really hard to drop into this beautiful meditative space that you can achieve when you breathe the right way. So a big breath can look like where I'm really working and bringing in all this tension, okay? Or it can look like a good deep breath, which starts in the belly, okay, and expands all the way through the abdomen, the chest, into the shoulders, and we just let the air go. So I'm still exercising the full capacity of my lungs, but I'm doing it in a way that keeps my nervous system in check. I'm using my diaphragm, I'm using my intercostals to draw in a large volume of air, but I'm doing it in a way that doesn't involve this accessory respiratory muscles, which bring on a lot of tension. It doesn't mean involving adding this sort of anxious tone to the breath, which is really triggering to parts of our nervous system. So when you're instructed to take a deep breath, make sure that you're doing it in a way that fosters a good response from your body and your nervous system. I want you to imagine pouring water into a glass. It's going to fall to the bottom and then it's going to move in every direction as it expands upwards. It's not just sucking the air into the top of the chest and huffing with the shoulders. Okay, I'm only using this upper third of my lungs. Okay, and I'm leaving the bottom 2/3 not to do much at all. Okay, so I'm just losing efficiency. So a nice way for you to practice this beginning of your breath is use your hands for feedback. Hands down on the base of the abdomen or the lower ribs. Okay, and as you breathe out, I want you to try and close down the space. So now you've got a target to breathe into. And as I take a breath in, I want to try and breathe my hands apart. Pushing in on the exhale, now I've got a target and I'm going to breathe into my hands. Now this time I'm going to keep breathing, so we start from the base. Now I'm using the full capacity of the lungs and we just let go. So remember, your deep breath shouldn't use your shoulders, your neck, all of these accessory respiratory muscles. It should use your diaphragm and then your intercostals. So we want to stay in this efficient, relaxed manner. We're creating this almost contrast between this really active state and then dropping into this passive state. So the next time you take a deep breath, make sure you start from bottom to top. Just create space from your hips to your shoulders. Let that air go.